Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Soul Talk. It's Emeka the psychologist, or you can simply call me the Dark Prophet. So, today we are going to talk about the fear of people in power. That's what our topic is going to be, the fear of people in power. So, when this issue of fear comes up, I don't think it's something that you have to explain to somebody what fear is, because my theory is in Nigeria we have degree in fear in this country. Everybody, from the person in the zenith building to the person at the lowest of the society, we have this fear. And if you look at, like I said, if you look at this as society, like I said, fear in everything we do. There is the fear. There is the fear of the present that we are living in. There is the fear of the future, which we feel that we may not be able to meet up. There is fear of God, which we all have. Then there's the fear of an evil spirit. So in our culture in Nigeria, there is so much fear in everything. You fear your boss, you fear your wife, you fear your children, you fear your children are going to embarrass you, you fear this. So the fear is everywhere. And that's why a lot of us in this country, we are tense. Not only are we tense, we are tense because we know that at any given time, those fears that we have will materialize. Let's take for example, after when the tanker bridge when the Todola bridge, when the tanker blew up and all these people died on the road. Nowadays, when people are driving beside tankers, you can see the fear in them. Some people just stay far away. Some people will try and rush and run away from the tanker because they are afraid that they will die. And that's a legitimate fear. I'm not saying it's not legitimate, but we have come to a point in Nigeria where we are so afraid because we know that our worst nightmares can come to reality. So that fear is always there. You see, if you are one of those people that are interested in looking at fear or in a theoretical way or something, then you may want to read Susan Jeffers' book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways, or listen to the motivational speaker Les Brown, because he talks about fear and he talks about it in a really, really deep way. You see, Oscar Wilde in the picture Dorian Gray, I think, he talks about our society is regulated by fear, fear of God and fear of government. These two fears keep us in line. If you are not afraid of the government for some reason, then if you are afraid of God, because when you die you may go to hell or something like that. And if you are afraid of God, well, you should be afraid of the government too, because if you mess up here, well, we will throw you in hell too. Our prison is hell, so you'll be going there. So the fear is always there, and in this fear, it makes us overreact to things. In this fear, it makes us the slightest things that go out of place, it just brings our reaction out of us, like, oh man, this has gone wrong, something like that. So, and a good example to show you how we are afraid of, you can look at the Nigerian elections on what happened. Some people believe it's rigged, some people believe it's not rigged, but no matter what, we all go docile. Nobody challenge, nobody says it out loud and say, what's all this about and all this stuff. You see, in Nigeria, according to census, we're over 190.9 million, or 190.9 million in this country. And if you take let's say you take maybe 100,000 out, 100,000 people, that means those who are in power, take 100,000 out, then that means you are left with 190.8 million, right? If you take those people out, then you now ask yourself, how come 190.8 million people are afraid of 100,000 people? Because basically, if you take 100,000 people who are in government, let's just assume it's 100,000 or 200,000, anyhow you want to look at it, or even 300,000. If you take that out, and then you now look at the multitude of people, then how come these people are so afraid? How come that we as a people are so afraid to stand up for our rights? We are so afraid to say no, say no, I don't want this shit you're giving me, I don't want it. How come we are so afraid to demand for the basic necessities of life which we deserve? I remember one of my friends who is a Caucasian, when he came to this country, he was trying to tell me that how come that our society is not better, how come our bus system is not good, how come this, that, and I was telling him corruption, and it was like, why don't the people revolt? It's like, I told him, we're afraid, and he couldn't just understand it, And I could not blame him, because I kind of felt he felt if he's in a situation where he doesn't like, he's going to revolt and make it known. So how come you now have 190 million people and then they don't want to revolt? You know, they are comfortable sitting in that field. They are comfortable being oppressed. They are comfortable being marginalized. They are comfortable having everything around them destroyed. Not only them, but other people around them. They are so comfortable in the chaos that they don't want to stand up and say, no, this is enough of this. Yes, I told him that we are afraid, and we are afraid. You know, nobody talks out because you're afraid of government, Buhari, Tinubu, whoever you're afraid of. Maybe Sino Saraki, you're afraid of all these people, and they will come and kill you and beat you, whatever. I don't know. But that thing is something that we as a people have to ask ourselves sometimes. All this fear, you are afraid that they are going to kill you, but you are still going